it can help so much that to just sit and keep our story to ourselves is for me, it's not an option, because there are other kids out there that need it, not just Charly. Once she had the first one, they just kind of kept coming and kept coming. Sent her to school, no problems. Picked her up from school, gave it to her, no problems. We gave it to her every single day. She started kind of having a few small breakthrough seizures, but they weren't as intense as the ones prior to giving her the THC. We get a call from the neurologist on February 5th. Somebody had dropped the ball in their office and they still needed a signature from us. So the prescription hadn't even left their office at that point. It still needed to be sent to Epidiolex, who would figure out the dosing, and then Epidiolex would send it to the specialty pharmacy. And, just, it was frustrating because we're like, okay, we're still at square one. We went to the doctor 5 days ago and, things should have been sent already. Nothing had been sent. So we're like, okay, we've still got a couple weeks. What are we going to do? Normally when I would open the door, Charly would she'd kind of pop up and say, hi, or morning, there would be some kind of movement. And she did move, and I thought, wow, she's still sleeping. I'm going to have to wake this kid up. So she sleeps in a Noah bed that zips shut for her safety, because if she doesn't have that, she's my wanderer. She'll go right out the front door and leave. And so I walked in and, unzipped that, threw the net up. She was laying face down in her bed with her hands, on her forehead, which, again, was a normal sleeping position for her. And I put my hand on her back, kind of gave her a little shake, and she didn't move. I was like, what the hell? So I said her name a little louder, and I shook her a little harder, and still nothing. And I ran my hand down, and I felt her leg, and her leg was just ice cold. So I immediately, kind of freaked, and I grabbed her, and I flipped her. And as soon as I flipped her over, I could see that her eyes were partly open, her lips were purple, her fingernails, the beds of her nails were already purple. So I screamed for the kids to call 911, and I dove into the bed and I grabbed her. They searched my house for 3 hours, wouldn't let us inside. They took everything out of Charly's bed. We were treated like criminals, and it was because I was giving her THC. But I was giving that to her to try to help her because we weren't getting the help that we needed fast enough. At this point for us, we're not going to get our daughter back. You can't. And we have two choices. We can either just say, okay, she's gone, move on with our lives, keep our business to ourselves, not risk judgment and things like that from people. Or we can do what we decided to do and talk to people, tell them what happened with her, tell them how good things could have been. If I would have gave her more, she'd probably still be here. It can help so much that to just sit and keep our story to ourselves is for me, it's not an option, because there are other kids out there that need it. Not just Charly,